Good morning. Good morning. Top of the morning to you. Oh, God. It is a really good morning. It is beautiful out. Again, it's like 3 really nice days in a row. Right? No. Yeah. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah. Okay. Monday, Sunday. But, yeah. The other couple days, really nice. And let's be candid. I was just listening to a podcast, and this guy's talking. It's just weird how these podcasters can find these perfect spots for me, because I start filming this at the same point in my drive every time. And this podcast this guy's talking about how he used to work for this massive company. They gave him all this money to work on this project. After 18 months, they were going to kill it. He's like, oh, this is my dream baby. And he's like, give me 6 more months. I'm like, okay. So he does all the work. He goes to figure it out, talk to all the people, travels around the world, figures it all out. And then he goes back to them at that 6-month mark. And they are, oh, this is cool, that's cool, whatever. And then they're like, well, there could be this problem, and there could be that problem. I don't know, that could be that problem. And he had this revelation because, he's going to the quote-unquote adults in the room, that nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. And, he just went to go to say that, all people do is make the assertion and deal with the consequences. We don't know what's right. We don't know what's wrong. We don't know how to walk to the path with the end goal that we want. We don't know. No one knows. But what we do know is that we got to deal with the consequences of whatever we choose to do. And personally, for me, again, I'm trying to do this thing on my own. After work hours, before work hours, please, not abandoning what brings me a secure paycheck every week. Let's clarify, because some people seem to think that I'm just going to drop everything and take risks and put all the weight on their back. No. But free time where, I might watch something on Netflix, watch a movie, read a book. Even that, I haven't even been reading because I've been writing and working and doing things. I love reading. I'll find time for it at some point. But I was having these doubts again. I was like, I don't know. Will it work? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I should ask so-and-so for advice on this and that. And, maybe they have a clear path of how to do this, etc. What's the matter? I mean, I can ask for some beginning steps, sure. Jesus Christ. Psycho. What's wrong with you? I'm like 90 miles an hour. I've never been one to be a very good employee. I'm doing a pretty good job here because I like the people I work with, and it's easy enough. And I care. I mean, because they care about me. So it's a two-way street. It's very much a two-way street. And when you feel that, it's easy to reciprocate and kind of grind it out a little bit. I've been in places where they didn't really give a shit. It was my way or the highway. But yeah, I mean, because, quite frankly, if I don't respect you, I can't work for you, right? So where I work now, highly respect the owner of the company because the man's brilliant and has worked his balls off to get where he is, and most important part, super loving and friendly dude. By all means, that's one of the most important things. And so that I can suck it up. But in the meantime, the things I want to build, I am building. And it's easy for us to chop ourselves down and let that critic in our head come in and be like, it's not going to work. Yeah, it's not going to work. Yeah, that stinks, whatever. It's easy to hear that voice and listen to it because that shit's been fucking peppered into our brains all our lives. Because the peers that we had when we were kids had parents that were just down on themselves. It's just been passed along. Then you're around it too much. And then, you are the result of the 5 people you hang around with. And so, I have wasted a lot of time in my life personally getting down on myself or telling myself I can't do something, or finding a reason why I can't do something. I wouldn't tell myself I can't do it. I would just find a reason why it wouldn't work. And, not to beat a dead horse, but since I've started Qigong training back in April, beginning May, somewhere in there, and it's consistent, it's at least an hour and a half a day, at least. And that has not changed for however many months, 5-6 months. What a radical shift. And that's one of the things that talked about while we were there is in Chicago, is that to make a change internally like I did, it takes about 30 days before it starts to come out, right? It starts to come into your vibration, right? But it has to be trained every day. And then after that, even further out, a bigger change takes 60 days, right? Bigger. And it keeps going that way. And it's like every 30 days. And it's kind of similar to when people talk about building habits. It takes roughly 21 to 30 days to build a new habit. And James Clear, the gentleman who wrote a wonderful book called Atomic Habits, quick read, highly recommend, talks about it's okay to miss a day, but don't miss 2. Once you miss 2, shit gets a little bit harder. And I would always talk about this when I was consistently teaching martial arts, is that it's all right to miss a class, to go spend time with your family, to go for a fucking walk, to write, read, do something, or just chill, whatever. Take a day off. And I've gotten good at that as I've become more of a student, less of a teacher. But don't do it twice, right? Then it just gets harder for you to get back in. It's all these different voices that come in. So, what I've done consistently since Sunday, big what, it's going to take time, I know, is continue to work on the things that I said to myself that I was going to work on in the mountains. Not changing lanes, doesn't look like it. I'm doing it. And I don't care who's with me, who's without me. Not for this. This is for me. And this I firmly believe in. And that will never change. I may get upset. I may be in pain. I might have those emotions, and I'll deal with them. And I'll deal with those situations. I can't control anything that I'm not already controlling. I can only control my actions, my words. That's it. And I'm doing my utter best with all of them. So, that's not enough for someone, then it's not enough for someone. That's not, unfortunately, could be my problem, but it's all right. You deal with the pain, continue to move forward. I was listening to it was Miyamoto Musashi. Great swordsman. I believe Book of Five Rings is what he wrote, but essentially, do not get attached to a place. Be attached to who you are and your resolve within. And that is most important. I can't control where I end up, always. But I can control my resolve and who I am, my character. And that, I have worked hard, very, very hard to become the human being that I am today, inside and out. And I want to help others make the changes that I made because of who I was 12 years ago to who I am today. It's been a constant seeking of self-improvement. And I want to help others. And I know I can. It's that simple. I am not some brilliant person or anything. I just did all the fucking work. I love you all. I do. I hope you have a killer day, and I hope that you can see everything for the beauty that it is. Have a great day.